Thanks for coming back to Griffin Indiana 22 for episode 15 with me, MrSealyp. We're into January 2 here on Griffin Indiana. As you can see, the wood pellet production is going very well. The watermelon growth is going very well. It's all chugging away. Now, I did say I was going to do a test, and I was going to take at least one pallet, put it on the train, and send it off to Mount Vernon, Illinois, because that's one of the places you can sell. The other thing, and this is going to be one of those things everyone goes, yeah, of course, we all knew that. Something I haven't done before, I know you can rename things you place. So, you know, some don't let you, but some do. If you click on them, you can rename them. What I didn't know you could do was you can rename sell points. So my one that just said selling station, I thought that's a bit boring. Oh, plus we've invested. You know, I've already taken a one pallet. I didn't show the. I've already delivered one load of wood pallets, so money's gone up a little bit. But I've also paid to have the sell point for the watermelons installed as well. I'm also thinking what I'm going to do. I'm going to invest in the spinnery because, you know, Cheryl's new to the area, and why not? It just seems right, doesn't it? If you know what I mean. Oh, that's the other thing. What have we got to do? Check. It's a new day. Oh, cedar. 21 grand, 61% off. 4,200 litre capacity. Split between seed and fertiliser. Direct drill as well. That's a no-brainer, isn't it? Surely that's a no-brainer. Additional equipment, do I want? Disconnect the auger? No, I have the auger on there. Standard wheel cleaning, not bothered about that too much. It's not costing me anything to have wheel cleaning on there. Oh, let's have the wheel cleaning on there. Drive, diesel, hydraulic. Okay, diesel, why not? I'll leave it as it is. I like green. 21,000. Yeah, I mean, that's absolutely another new old purchase. Yeah. Right, that's that done. So yeah, what I'm going to do, I think I'll start with 20 grand. I think every time I make a bit of money, we'll invest a little bit more maybe. We'll start with 20 grand, why not? And what was something I was going to do? Oh yeah, so yeah, I was saying about sell points. So if we go into here and we go up to our sell points, you'll notice the one that says Acme now, that was the one that just said selling station. So I clicked on it, and what do you know? I could change the name of it. So, but I didn't realise, I know you could do it with buildings and things like that. I didn't realise it would show up here on the sell point. I know it's one of those things people say, yeah, of course. I didn't know that. I'm just being honest. And then if we go, that's on pellets. So yeah, pellets, Mount Vernon, Illinois is paying more for pellets at the moment. So I'll try one. If that's going to work, then I might as well load them all onto the train and send them off. And then my watermelon, there we go, up there. Look, Frey Farms. We've got a Frey Farms sell point. Because, hey, why not? If you didn't know already, great. If you didn't know, you've learned something. As have I. Every day's a learning day. Or a teaching day, depending on which way you're looking at it from. So, let's head out to... Oh, no, done it again. The train station. Yeah, so at some point, we'll sort out, like I said, it probably won't be till February, might not even now be tomorrow. I just wanted to show me selling some more of the wood pellets. So we're going to sell some of the pellets, but I wanted to try the train. So it's a kind of test as well as anything else. February's going to be snowy. I don't know if the snow's going to settle. If it does, we'll see it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to plug away selling the wood pallets between now and then. No contracts available still. That's, you know, par for the course because of the time of year. If we can get out of February into March, then we might be getting somewhere. We've now got a cedar as well, which is great. I'm also thinking I might invest in that plot of land to the south of where we are that's got the barn on it, which gives me a bit more space because I have filled to capacity with used machinery. And I have to say, when you're getting stuff 50-60% off, it's a no-brainer, isn't it? You know, why wouldn't you? So what we'll do, let's bring that up on here. Stop that just there. Let's go and call the train. That's what we're going to call it. But let's carry on. Oh, the bike is still here. I can't remember where I put it. It's over here. So it should just be a case of... I will double check, and I always do. I know you can press the button and think, well, I've done it. There we go. 8.8 kilometres. It's going to take a little while. Yeah, I clicked L3, but you think I could just stand here and think I've done it, and I might not have been quite on the trigger, and so it just makes more sense to just have that up, and I can see it. That'll be arriving in a moment. So I'll see you in a minute when that arrives. We'll load. I'm going to put one. So I send one pallet. Then I have to call the train again, aren't I? But I don't want to send a load and it not work. So I'm sure someone said, oh, who was it messaged me and said that they'd loaded something on in pallets, and when the train went off the end, the train went and the pallets dropped to the floor. Oh, I can't remember who it was. All I can do is try. I guess there's nothing else. I've got a sneaking suspicion in the back of my mind it's not going to work, but hey, what are you going to do? Someone else as well messaged me. Apologies if it was you. To say that when I'm in the train, rather than looking back and trying to work out what carriage you want to get to, you can use the build mode thing, which you can do to see what carriage, but I can't. Can I drive forward still with build mode? I think I can, can't I? I don't know. Maybe we'll give that a try as well. It's all testing, isn't it? As you can see, top right, it's come up for vehicle leasing costs. That's our investment into the spinnery. So we're paying towards it. I think they might have been a little bit concerned that it just appeared out of nowhere, and that might be, I mean, to be fair, when you think about it, some farm areas you come to and you already have production chains. Some of them are already on there that you can then buy. Yeah, I mean, some of them are just sell points. So I guess from that respect, yeah, it doesn't hurt to invest, does it? Why not? Kind of makes sense. Oh, the other thing we can do while we're here is let's get this plot. So that one, how much was that one? Oh, 46. That's a bit more than I thought it was going to be. That said, we've got a load of stuff to sell. It's a big plot. Probably shouldn't be doing this, but we just bought a cedar, so we've got cedar, we've got fertilizers. But you know what? We've done it. We've done it. So we own that lovely barn with lots of character, which is going to stay where it is. I can see why it was suggested to leave it, because it was full of character, because it was the carpenter. It was the local carpenter that said leave it. It's a wood framed building. It's of course the carpenter's going to like it. So we'll have to go and have a look at that in a minute. We'll sort this wood pellet situation out, and then we'll if it sells them, great. We'll load them all on. We'll send them on their way. I know I can do that. I mean, to be fair, the price isn't that much difference between the Acme sell point and there. We can whiz down the road, and it'll be a lot quicker than keep renting the train. We won't make as much money, but it doesn't matter. We're still going to make money. That's great. Yeah, we'll check that out, and then a bit scary, isn't it? We're around 130 grand, and now we're down to 48. I do like spending money. How long we got? 2.3 kilometres. We've probably got enough time to whiz over and check out the cedar. It's just through here. I can't wait for March. Let the contract start rolling again, and we can start making more money. That's not bad, is it? Cool. Direct drill 2. Nice, that's going to make our lives so much easier. Now, admittedly, we may get some sewing contracts that give us, or will let us use far bigger bits of machinery. If we do, great, we can grab one of those. But for our own benefit, and the fact that if we use our own, we're not going to be charged. Plus, we did produce our own seed, so we've got a load of seeds sitting there. One thing we don't have yet, but then we don't have our own fields either yet, is a harvester. We don't own a harvester, so Where am I going? It's all over there. I was going to say I've got to be careful because I have a habit of stepping in front of trains, but there we go. That being said, I know it's coming, so it should be all right. There it comes. Right, that can go off for the time being. Who is it suggested the build mode thing? Oh, it's going to frustrate me. Again, it's one of those things I read it and thought, oh, okay, that's cool. And then didn't think I would probably use it. And then now I'm using it, I think, I wish I'd have made a note of that. So, if we're going to build mode, oh yeah. Does that train car have, I'm not sure if that has straps. But because I'm in this mode, it won't let me, I can't accelerate. So I can whiz back to see what cars we're on. And if I come straight back out of there, I can back up a little bit. Obviously there might be a little bit of trial and error on that, but we're only trying one, aren't we? How far do you reckon that is? Stop there, turn the engine off, build mode. Yeah, that'll do. If that one won't work, I don't know if it'll let me put one on here. There are straps on there, aren't there? So we could maybe. Let's find out. Mount Vernon, Illinois test. Who was I watching the other day? Demolition Ranch. Was it Demolition Ranch I was watching? Are there straps on here? Oh, there are. Cool. Okay, we'll put one here. And he was saying something about Illinois, and he said on his thing, he said about Illinois, and laughed. And then, okay, why is that? Let me pick those up. Straps off. Let me grab that one. It's weird. And then laughed, and he said that before anyone commented, I know that's not how you say it. And then he said Illinois, which just cracked me up. I thought it was very funny. Very clever. Right. So I just send it off with one? I should really, shouldn't I? I can't risk an entire load and it not work. But if it does work... Now I feel nervous. I don't know why. I shouldn't be, should I? Okay. Let's send it on its way. Will it drop to the floor? Will it sell? I'm going to go inside this time. I don't often do that. It's still going to deposit me by the side of the track, but I love the fact the time's correct on there as well. Didn't even notice that. Yeah. I'm no train expert, not by a long shot. My son is. He's obsessed with trains. I'm assuming that's steering wheel. No, that's not brakes, is it? You can't steer, so it's not that. I'm sure there will be some experts out there that will know. Let's see what happens. I'm quite excited. Who knows what might happen? Showing it's got 1,000 litres on the back. I'm pretty sure when we sent the other stuff, it already came up by now with the amount, hadn't it? Did the money go up? Were we on 48 before or 46? I can't remember. There's no pallet, is there? Did I just nick my pallet? I'm going to have to check. I'm going to have to check in editing to see whether or not that money went up or not. There's not a pallet here, is there? It didn't normally. If it sells, you get the thing come up saying what you earn in green underneath the. Just checking to make sure there's not a pallet sitting there. I don't think that worked, did it? I could have sworn I said a minute ago we'd come down to 46,000, so potentially it did work. Okay, I'm gonna go and check my finances, and then we'll see. No, it didn't. I know where I was getting myself muddled up. The land I just bought was 46,000. I've got 48,000 left. If anything came out that worse off because I got charged for the rent of the train. So what I'll do now, I'm going to take all this down to the Acme sale point and recover some of our losses. I have to say, with the amount of wood chips we did, and the thing is, again, it's that situation of, yes, we're doing a production chain, yes, we're doing wood pellets. The time it took me to cut down all of those trees, I know which other thing I was going to say, we haven't done a check, have we? What do we want? That one there. What are we up to? Time played, 74.44 hours. We're up there again, yeah. So the time it took me to do all of that logging, to transport the logs to various different places, then the wood chipping of everything and getting all those wood chips, it took a long time, you know. So this hasn't been this hasn't been an easy kind of, oh yeah, I know on some of the other ones on Western Wilds, if I use that tree devourer, that tree devourer by Rowley Crystal, yeah, it was an easy way of doing wood chips. I used a proper wood chipper, and I did at least the devourer. I thought it was just stump grinder. I saw it and thought, oh yeah, I'll use that again. That's why it kept saying about a pipe, and there wasn't a pipe showing. I couldn't figure out why. But I only used that for stump grinding, so it didn't really matter anyway. As you saw, we used the wood chipper. So, and now I'm investing in the spinnery anyway, so it's all absolutely fine. Are we going to make money doing this? Yes, we are. We got way more wood chip than I thought we were going to. Way more. And even if we'd have only got one full load or two full loads, and we'd end up with 40,000 acres of wood chips, we still would have made a bit of money, which was the plan. Over the winter, I needed something I could do to make a bit of money. What have we also managed to do? We've also managed to now buy cedar. We've bought another plot of land. And we've invested in the new sell point for our watermelon. So, can't odds it. Considering I was incredibly concerned about the winter months and what we're going to do and whether we're going to come out of it worse off or not. Okay, that was alright. I'll take 28 grand. That's a big chunk towards a new plot of land we just bought. Talking of which, let's go and have a look, shall we? What have we got? I know we can remove fences if we want to, but I think I might keep them. Oh, we've got a few trees there. I suppose we could take those down, couldn't we? Well, you could... Oh, I'm just thinking. You know what I might put on here? You know, I said about doing sheep and doing sheep's milk. Have a little sheep pen. Have a sheep pen on here. And then one of those little dairies. Oh, mind you, I think the one for doing sheep's milk, it was quite big, wasn't it? We'll have to have a look at that. But it does mean we can move some of our equipment into the barn. Although the barn looks a bit rickety, and we've got some holes. I don't think we've got any holes in the roof, have we? But I can always speak to the local carpenter if we need anything. No, the roof's sound. So we can actually bring... There's not no lights in here, are there? No. But it does mean we can get some of our equipment in. Watermelon is just sitting there. And like I said, we've been now, what, 3 months? It was November, wasn't it? December, January... Oh, no, 2 months so far. And our watermelon's piling up, which is great. That'll be collected at some point. But I'm just thinking of freeing up a bit of space here, moving a couple of bits of equipment into the shed. They can all stay there, they're wrapped, that's not a problem. The hay bales can stay there, they're under the cover. But I don't know whether to move a couple of vehicles in there, because that'd be easier, and then I can move the pallets around and put them neatly. We'll grab our new cedar, maybe put that over there in there as well. But I think that's probably not a bad idea if we do sheep. Oh yeah, we've got building here as well, look. We've got entrances and exits all over the place. Let's get those open so we can get some fresh air in. I suppose I could... I don't really need any more wood chip, but I could if I wanted to clear this area. Actually, I quite like having those trees there. It just depends how big the sheep pen is, whether or not I can fit it in anywhere without taking those down. Just thinking, should I invest in it now and then hope that, or not hope, but as we sell more of the pellets, we'll recover the money we're going to spend? We can certainly have a look at the proposition of, let's go to our animals, go along to sheep. This animal, right, dairy sheep. That one there holds 60, that's only 30. That's 75 grand for 120. That's not bad though, is it? Just thinking, should I? Or should I go for the one that's 39 grand? Well, let's look at size. Size-wise, that one we can fit in... Actually, that's not bad at all, is it? We can put it right in the corner. Or we could bring it up and have it this end, maybe. And that's in the way of the gates, isn't it? Actually, down this corner might work. It's kind of out of the way, isn't it? We could maybe put that in. And then, oh, what I could do, before I do that though, what might not be a bad idea, if I lease that ribberry again, if I go around and cut all the grass. Actually, I don't know how much grass is going to be here, because we're in the winter months, there's not going to be that much, is there? There might be a little bit that we can feed the sheep stuff. I don't know if it will cut anything. I don't want to lease it. Mind you, what did it cost me to lease? Just over £1,000? I'm just thinking, if I leased it, that's one pallet of pellets, isn't it? I could sell one pallet of pellets and cover that lease cost. Now, obviously, the wood chip, I'm going to get a load of wood chip, wood pallets, but that's a finite resource that will run out. But I'm hoping I'm going to do well enough out of that we might then also be able to invest in a bit of land as well. Oh, this opens things up a lot. I've still got that bit of land there. I still want to do that fuel refinery as well, so we'll see how we go financially. But I reckon... Should I do that? I had every intention of just selling those wood pellets. And then... I don't think this is going to cut. It's too short. Oh, I can try it. Like I say, it's not going to kill me to try it, is it? I could have put this as a flatbed, but it's still got the straps, and in all honesty, if I take the crills off the end, it's going to be the same size anyway. It's not like the crills are in the way, so that's not a problem. Let's just pull this up here. Move a couple of bits of equipment. We'll go and grab the new seeder. Just decide where I'm going to put that. We can move the Mac. If that will fit in there, we'll stick that in there. Go in the main door, or is that our exhaust tube tool? Actually, that's quite narrow. I don't think I'm going to get the seeder in there, but I might get this in. Or we're going to squeak that in. Oh, wing mirrors. I'm not sure about the wing mirrors though. Oh. What? That'll do. Can I get out? Not into a post? Brilliant. Let's go and grab the ribberry. I'll give it a try. And then what I'll do, I'll tidy those up in a little while. I'll put those flat against the wall. That'll be my sort of storage area for that. Let's grab the John Deere again. I quite like the John Deere. I like the Massey as well, but hey. It's always worth to keep. It's always worth keep checking the used vehicles. It does sometimes change over the course of the day as well. I did also move, and if you noticed, probably didn't, but one set of the bales that was here I've just put over there just to give myself a bit more room here. That refinery, how much was that? That was 120 grand, wasn't it? I haven't got enough for that yet. Just thinking if we can produce our own diesel, and if we've got enough diesel left over we can sell some as well. Again, it's another revenue stream, because I'm pretty sure that refinery, we could make diesel out of all sorts of stuff. I could be misremembering, but, you know... Yeah, that's definitely not going to fit in. So I'm thinking if I'm freeing up space... That is cool. Couple that with a front seed tank on the 3-point. That sounds a nice little setup, doesn't it? Let's just whiz across the road, we'll take our chances. See, that's not going to fit in that barn there, but it might well fit up in the end. It might actually be too wide. I'm just thinking I might have to put this in that way. I don't think this is going to fit between the pillars. Put the water tank away, put the fertiliser spreader away as well. Is it going to fit between? Don't think it will. Does it? I don't think it folds up, does it? No. No, that's too wide. So we're going to have to take it in the other way. We can do that. I'm going to get. I will get the Rebellion in a minute. I promise. This is all. This is just. I'm actually quite happy. This is not at all what I was planning on doing, but. Oh, and fertiliser as well. We were going to look at some way of making fertiliser, weren't we? So this might be too tall to go under. Yeah, I don't know if that will squeak under there. I don't think it will fit in that little barn either. Oh, that's a bit. Yeah, that barn's too low, isn't it? Yep. Okay, that's not going to go in there. Maybe we leave these, leave the implements where they were, and then just put the tractors under cover. That might be a better way of doing it. That's going to free up a bit of space, isn't it? It was worth a check. I'm going to see you in a minute once I've finished reorganising. Okay, tidy, well tidier, let's just say that. So, watermelon pallets, I've just moved over to the corner, gave them a bit of a shove up against the wall. I think I can still get to the lights, I can. That's good. I've put the cedar in that way. Got a little bit more room. What I might do is bring the attachments and put those under the cover as well, because we've got a bit of an overhang, so we could do that. They're staying where they are. Water tank has gone over here in under there with the Massey and our Mac. We can always bring the John Deere under here as well. But what I'm going to do now is go and get that Rebellion, and we'll try and cut the grass. Like I said, if it doesn't work, not the end of the world. Because we have got that little plot next door as well. Oh, the other thing I'm thinking though, actually what I could do, if it doesn't cut, it might, but if it doesn't, we have got, I don't know if I can take it out though. Where I cut all that grass up there, we've got 164,000 litres of grass that's been converted to silage. We could take out some of that. If we took out 50,000 litres of that, because that's pre-cut. We cut that when the weather was great. I'll say, you know, was better than it is now. And we could bring that down. We could do that. We absolutely could. Okay, well, we'll give the Rebellion a go first. I've loaded up the trailer on the back of the Jeep with the rest of the pellets that were sitting at the carpentry, and we'll have to. I'll wait till I've got another full load, then we'll take those. If I can get 28 grand ish, 25 grand, whatever per load, yeah, we're going to do all right out of that. And again, it's that situation where it makes wood chips more relevant. In that, if you're somewhere where your wood chips aren't worth very much. If you use that one, I can't remember which one it is now. It's part of, what was it part of? Was it the palletising pack? What was it? Yeah, we're going to need that. The dairy sheep cheese factory. So you got these ones, but they don't do sheep's milk, whereas that does. Well, they're going to produce sheep's milk anyway, but if we're going to do cheese, what was it under? My mind's gone blank. Fuel refinery. Oh, it's 125 grand. Okay, it's more than I thought. Packing facility, that's what it's under. Yeah, so, you know, if you're on a map where wood chips aren't really worth that much, and a lot of times it's like, what's the point of doing wood chips? I can make more money doing logs. But if you've got that facility, which will also still do your carpentry stuff, so you can still do furniture from planks, then if you do pellets as an addition, it makes wood chips more viable and it makes them more profitable. So, yeah, why not? It's under forage wagons. There we go. How much was it? 1892. Yeah, that's a pallet of pellets, isn't it? See how blasé I'm getting about money now? Ah. Whereas before I wouldn't buy a set of pallet forks because they were too expensive. Oh dear. One day I'll be able to buy I'll buy myself a brand new tractor. That'd be nice, rather than getting a second-hand one. This needs some work again. It's the only downside to buying second-hand vehicles. I know again people will, you know, there've been various discussions, not with me personally, but about the buying used vehicles is great. You get them cheap. If you don't mind losing a bit of horsepower over time, then don't bother repairing them. You know, but is it worth it? Because once they are a bit more run down, they've got a few hours on them, they do require maintenance a lot more often. So then what you end up spending in maintenance, you could have bought a new one. But my way of looking at it is, I couldn't afford a new one at the time. So whilst I'm using this used one, doing a bit of maintenance every now and again, it's almost like a lease car. I suppose, yeah, you might be better off leasing a tractor if you look at it like that. Let's see, will this cut anything at all? Or is this, oh no, hang on. So you cut it? It is. Oh, brilliant. Okay, so it doesn't matter. We're not going to get a huge amount, but we'll get some. So I'll just go around and I'll cut all of this. I'll cut my other little plot as well. Then hopefully, as we get into March and the ground everything starts to grow again, if we're only going to get a few thousand litres off of it, that's great because that's going to be enough to feed the sheep. It's not great for the corners, but we'll do what we can. Actually, you know what? We might do all right. We'll get a fair bit. All hail the Ribéry. Could have shut the gates as well, actually. But it's all good. It's going to leave it all looking a bit bare and a bit bleak, but cut through that gap. Let's do that. Days. And then if we sell a few more pallets as we get into March then, or maybe even February, might be a bit cold in February, we can go and get some sheep. And then we are officially farmers. We'll be sheep farmers at that point, so whilst we won't actually own any land, like land as in crop land, you know, fields per se, we have got land and we will have sheep. So we'll have our own little sheep farm going on here. Sheep milk because it's different. I think I did it on Spectacle, didn't I? Sheep's milk, I'm sure I did. It's a little bit tighter around the tree that time. Okay, you know the drill. I've only gone and done it I'm hemorrhaging my cash in this episode. Right, we've got 16,334 litres of grass off of this field. I've still got the other field to do just over there. Just trying to think if there's anywhere else we can go. But I think I'm going to whiz up. Right, so we placed it. This will hold 60, which is great. Our pallet should appear here, I think. Feed will obviously be there. And then we'll go and get some sheep and we'll put them in. If it does 60, we'll probably buy 30. Well, we'll see financially. But I'm not going to... I mean, this is just sheep prep at the moment. We're on sheep prep. On our new plot of land. I'm happy with actually where that is. That's fitted nicely in the corner. Gives us plenty of room for other stuff. What? I don't know. But, you know. Moving forwards, we've got our own little plot. It's all going well. So what I'm going to do now is probably go and cut the other section, and then I'll probably whiz up and go and grab, I think I'll grab a trailer load. Like I say, maybe take 30, 40, 50,000 litres out. My trailer only holds 22 at the moment, so I can bring 22 down. That'll give us enough to get us going, I suppose. I don't know why I'm so. I'm very pleased with this. It's just, yeah. I'm just smiling. I'm just happy. Cool. It's now 1:05. We are done. Well, I've cut a load of stuff. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to show you something on the way up. We have got 49,539 litres of grass, which is brilliant. I'm going to grab the trailer. We are going to whiz up to other farms, see if I can take some grass out of that silo rather than just silage. We'll bring some more down just to back it up. So we're good to go on our plot. The sheep pen's in. So what I was going to say was, I came across with the Riveri, and when I turned the corner I said it turned on, and I was going to cut along this strip because it's mine. As I swung around the corner it cut here. I thought, hang on a minute, that's a bit weird. So when I checked the map I suddenly remembered, when you click on this, if you get, is it the little periphery bits, you have, I say, access to the roadways, which gave me a little bit of access to the grass on the edges, only on those bits. I haven't done all of these, obviously I didn't go around doing all of them. I came all the way down there, did across there. That's what gave me the kind of the little bit extra. So you'll see as well as we go across the railway, we're going to check on the spinner on the way past as well to make sure that the, well, say not to make sure, we know that the pallets are producing, just see if we've got any more we can load onto the trailer. So as you can see on the left hand side here, it allowed me to cut up the side of this as well, because this roadway we've got access to in a way. So I guess same as we did up on the farm up there, providing a service, just keeping the verges cut back a little bit, you know, nice and neat and tidy. Yep, that's what we're doing. Honest governor. Right, oh yeah, I've put a load on the trailer already, but we'll go and have a look. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if I can't. That grass. Oh, you got 3 more. Yeah, that grass we collected 50,000 litres should be fine to get us going, and that should get us through, hopefully, to spring when the grass will start to grow again. So even if I can't bring any down from up at the other farm, it's okay. Actually, we're not going to be far from another full trailer load, are we? Wood chips for the win. There we go. Yeah, we'll go up and have a look. Who knows? See, that doesn't look like it's on particularly well. Nope. Why does that keep happening? Pick that one up, can't do. Is that straps on? There we go, that's why. Strap's too close. That doesn't seem to be to go any closer than that. Okay, we'll strap it in. It'll be fine, I'm sure. Just put it anywhere. There we go. Cool. Yeah, take another load down. Hop the hitch. Let's go. I'm looking at that excavator in a whole new light now, because I've been playing a bit of Construction Simulator as well. I'm looking there thinking, oh, I need an excavator on Construction Simulator. I will reiterate again, it's been a weird thing. There seems to be, not a rumour per se, but I've had so many people message me saying, you're not making FS videos anymore, or I've been told, or I understand. That wasn't I've been told. Or I get the feeling you're not making FS videos. All last week, I still made videos, and I still made mod reviews. I did some Construction Simulator videos last weekend. I did some this weekend. Just gone. But yeah, I'm still making Farming Simulator videos. It's a bit odd. And it's not like I haven't played other games before either, which is weird. As I've played, I mean, I've played all sorts of games like Gran Turismo, and I did a little bit of Call of Duty, and I've played Sniper Elite, and Then there was obviously Snow Runner, Gold Rush. This is no different. It's weird how, you know, I spent one weekend playing a bit of Construction Simulator, and there seems to be this feeling that that's it, I'm done with Farm Sim. Whenever I've done anything like that, if I've gone off to play another game as well, I've always continued with my Farm Sim content. So I don't know. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. It's got me a little bit puzzled, but never mind. Right. There's the pipe. Oh, it's just under here, isn't it? So I'm assuming because I put grass in, it will give me the option to take silage out, but probably grass as well. No, it's just let me do silage. Oh, okay, that's interesting. I thought I might be able to get grass out. Well, like I said, it's not the end of the world. I'll take that down and sell it. I'm not going to have a huge amount of money for that. We'll check. I don't think there'll be much more honey either. We've only got another day ahead, haven't we? I know some you can. I honestly thought you could on that. Never mind. But what we have got should keep us going. I suppose I could come up here and I could cut all of the rest of that. If I wanted to, because there's all still the rest of that field that we have access to. I kind of went around the edges until I filled up that silo. But if I am now going to do sheep, well, what I can do, I can leave that there. I'll leave it growing. We've got 50,000, just under 50,000 litres of grass. When we get the sheep, we'll put the sheep in. If they're getting through the grass a lot quicker than I thought they were going to, we can always come and cut some more here until we get into spring, potentially. That's assuming, of course, we don't get into February and it snows. If it snows on the ground, who knows what's going to happen. Sheep will be in the next episode. The next episode may not be, I'm just trying to think. We may go through January into February. Like I said, if we get snow, yeah, if it settles, then yeah, well, I'll probably see you then. If not, I'll bounce through now because I've done everything I can really do in the winter now. Unless any vehicles or machinery become available, I'm going to continue to, once I've got a full pallet of wood pallets, I will sell those. So when you see me next, the money should have gone up a bit. Hopefully, say maybe at 25, 28 grand a go for a full load. I couldn't say how much we're going to end up with, but we should be looking okay. Yeah, so sheep will be the next one. We'll get those. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. I hope you're still enjoying the series. Like I said, this was one I wasn't intending to make, in so much as when I went down to do the train test, my original plan was simply to do that, then bounce forward to February. Then I suddenly thought, oh, actually, you know what? Let's buy the land. Let's look at getting the sheep pasture. Let's, you know, and it kind of went from there. Oh, I've gone too far, haven't I? I'll just go down the side of this field. But anyway, yes, if you have enjoyed it, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.